There we are we? I think. Oh dear. I was confused by the... You see, when we do different shows, the settings and the formats are all different. But thankfully, we are now here. My name is Nathan Foy, and this is the third episode of Season 5 of the Super Cyclone Challenge. And if you missed last week, well, we had 2 games that occurred, or was it 1? I can't even remember what happened now. 2 games happened, and I can't even remember who the first people were now. Oh dear, this is going very well. That's right, it was Seven and Coley. My current contestants have reminded me that it was Seven and Coley, and they walked away with 40 miles per hour. Well, they didn't walk away, they got knocked out, but 40 miles per hour. And after that, we had our best performance so far, which is still in progress. And that was the turn of the dynamic duo Ethan Bruning and Xavier Burns, who are with me right now. There they are in their studios. And so far, they just got to the second safe zone, 75 miles per hour. How did you guys think it went last week? In fact, you didn't use a single lifeline.
I think we did pretty good so far. We'll see if that continues into today.
I think we're doing all right. Only go up from here, you know.
Now,
No matter time will tell.
People are commenting on blooper reel. No, thank you. Now, since last week, there's been a few little changes. Ethan, you've got a new microphone.
I have. My birthday happened to be on Thursday, and we went shopping for that. And as such, I got a new microphone because when the Christmas came in December, I got a Corsair mouse pad, headset stand, and a keyboard. I was only missing the headset, so
we can hear Ethan approximately 85% more clearly. And Xavier, anything you've been doing in the last week?
Pretty much just animating tennis, school, all that stuff. I mean, it's senior year, so.
All right. Well then, let's continue with the game. For those who are unfamiliar with our format on the Super Cyclone Challenge, we have the 24 questions, of which they are up to question number 8. They have the 5 lifelines, which they haven't used yet, and those safe zones. The next one for them is 115 miles per hour, and then it's 150, and the final one is 180. Dazzling heights that they might get to tonight. Now, when the players are finished, whatever they've ended up with in their bank is what they take away home in USD. It'll get split between the two, so at the moment they are on $37.50, and that is guaranteed tonight no matter what happens. So I think they're rather pleased about that, but I'm sure they want more. Ethan, he's got his history of stealing all of our money. He's won about $650 from Super Cyclone Challenge games last year or something like that. So Ethan's a bit of a lucky charm. Alright guys, are you ready to play? Okay, here comes your next question then. This is question 9, sorry, rather than 8, which will get us to 90 miles per hour. Hurricane Flora in 1963 made its strongest landfall in which country? Is it Haiti, Cuba, the Bahamas, or Trinidad and Tobago?
No, I'm just animating that at the moment, so.
Ooh, that's a good question. You want to use lifeline, Xavier?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me stop the clock. I should have stopped on 18 seconds there. I'll remember that. Which lifeline, folks?
I think the double dip lifeline, right? I think that's a good one.
Happy with that? Alright, what's your first answer?
Cuba. That's going to be mine.
Yeah?
It's either that or Haiti.
If this is wrong, you will have 18 seconds to pick the right answer, okay?
I think it's either Cuba or Haiti.
I can tell you that Cuba, you said?
Yeah.
Is the wrong answer. 18 seconds.
It's the option again.
Haiti, Cuba, the Bahamas, or Trinidad and Tobago?
I'm gonna go with Haiti. Final answer, Xavier. You go with that?
Quickly.
If you didn't get this, you cost us.
Haiti.
Go.
Final answer. Go.
All right. The graphics showed that the time had run out, but it hadn't because I didn't click buttons quick enough, so they still had a second left. They went with Haiti in the end on their second double dip choice, and I can tell you that is the right answer.
Okay, that's it.
Gets us to 80 miles per hour. They are indeed safe.
I'm more with the 1950s, not 1960s.
Oh, not the intro again. Hold on, let me just turn. The intro played again. I keep slipping up tonight. Goodness knows why. Thank goodness it's not a serious. Well, it is serious for you guys. I mean, come on. Next question will get us to 100 miles per hour, which is really nice. Not 95 miles per hour, but no, sorry, it will get us to 90 miles per hour. That was 80. Why is everything going wrong tonight?
I don't know.
We got to 80 and now it's 90. I mean, it doesn't give you too much, if things keep going wrong at my end, it doesn't inspire you guys particularly. Here we go with the next question. In 2000, Cyclone Huda made its final landfall in which country? Is it Mauritius, Madagascar, Mozambique, or India?
What's Mozambique? What? Oh no. Cyclone Huda. That sounds like an Indian storm, Xavier.
Huh?
That sounds like an Indian storm. Huda.
Well, it'd have to be. I mean, that's literally all the countries that were listed there.
Mauritius, Madagascar, Mozambique, or India? 10 seconds.
We'll go with India.
5 seconds.
We'll go with India. Final answer, Xavier.
I've gone with India as their final answer. The Cyclone Huda. Ethan,
Remember we've been in the hemisphere one, I remember.
do you think it's right?
Probably not.
It's the wrong answer. Oh dear. India
It wasn't Southern Hemisphere.
India wasn't naming storms in 2000. The correct answer is Mozambique.
Yeah. Well then.
Well, I am very
That
sad.
lasted more than expected.
I am very sad.
Yeah. Because Huda really does sound like a North Indian Ocean name. It really does.
Huda was one of the twins that happened down in that region in 2000, along with Leon Eileen, both very impressive storms. Oh no, they have finished up with 75 miles per hour, still the biggest winners so far on this series of the Super Cyclone Challenge, and who knows, they might not be beaten. If they aren't beaten by our final episode, then they'll get to play again with an extra twist, if I can speak, an extra twist on the grand finale, which we think will be just before hurricane season, as long as our contestants don't drop like flies. Well, let's see if we've got any viewer comments whilst we sit here for a moment, and then we'll bring on our next two contestants, just giving them a little bit of notice that we are coming to them shortly. I think the first question that you answered, only 19% got it right. In fact, 64%. We're going with Cuba. It actually made its strongest landfall in Haiti before it went over to Cuba. So that's
I think Flora wasn't that storm that stalled over eastern Cuba and then
that's right.
Broke it off. That's what I was thinking it was.
That's right. I hope our next contestants are ready, but I have a feeling that they might not be, considering that one of them is not online. Xavier.
I thought you had your Southern Hemisphere knowledge at least so.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about what's coming up on Force 13, since you're both big contributors?
So we have our final animation of Field Icons coming up pretty soon. So the next animation will be 2014 Westpac version 2. And then we have an Ethan animation. I know he's a bit excited about that one. So what's after that, Ethan?
I actually have multiple coming up. I actually have 2009 East Pack, 2014 East Pack, 1973 East Pack, uh, I think 1989 North Indian Ocean. I want to say that's the year. Whichever you had Cyclone Gay.
Yep.
And there's one more. Let me check my hit film files. And a big Southern Hemisphere season, which I won't name right now.
Oh,
It's a very big one, though.
In terms of full-on releases, 2014 Westpac is coming out in a few days. 2009 Eastpac is probably the 7th. Track of Batsarai 2022 is coming out on the 10th. 2014 Eastpac is the 14th. Adobe is April 17th. And 1963 Atlantic, April 20th. That is what's coming out right now. And of course, Extra's got pretty much 3 different categories of hypos. We've got the Turret series continuing, the Storm series that looks to have started from a little computer-generated stuff, and then Black Belt will be starting the Eastern Pacific CHP6 series. That'll be coming out towards the middle of the month. So quite a bit going on, and as long as things remain quiet, that should help the animators animate stuff. So
fun
quite a bit
times.
coming.
I say that Christian is saying that I have
Oh.
East Pack animation train. Christian, you have no idea what's coming.
There was
I saw the
another
list.
comment.
It's crazy.
There's another comment saying, clip the bloopers from Jessica. And I agree, you should clip the bloopers.
Sure. Let me
I mean,
just
I think-
take a look here at how many East Pack animations I have lined up.
Why
It's a
do that? I
lot.
suppose I could say what's after 2014 Westpac that I'll be animating myself.
Oh no.
I have
I know
13 East
2014
Pacific animations lined up.
Good lord.
13.
So yeah, 2014 Westpac is coming. I know there was another one that's been requested. It's been sitting there as version 1 for 10 years. So it's about dang time that 1979 Westpac gets a remake. So I will be animating that next for the main channel.
Yikes. Well, guys,
With spring
we
break.
are going to move on now to our next couple.
This is
Or
gonna be great.
I don't know if it is going to be a couple or whether both of them are there or not. But thank you, Xavier and Ether, for playing. We'll see you again soon. And let's now go to the next selection of people who will be taking on the Super Cyclone Challenge. It's a tough game at times. You've got to think fast. You've got to try and think clearly. And the questions come at you. There's not much you can do about it if you're really struggling with it. Well, we've got one person with us at the moment. And I am delighted to say that we are now joined by Chase. Good evening.
Hello.
Good evening. Are you able to show
Should I
yourself?
turn on my camera?
Sure. Now, you won't be able to see me, unfortunately, because I'm already synced through to the stream. But we are joined by Chase, who is about to appear on that left-hand side with the windy thingies. And we are also
The camera's glitching.
supposed to be joined by... Oh, hello.
Hello.
We're supposed to be joined by someone else, but so far they have not turned up. I don't know how long we should wait before we actually begin, but it's happened again. It happened earlier with Ike when he was playing all on his own.
Yeah.
That's because you didn't turn up, but that was our fault. Oh well, we'll have to make do with what we've got. We'll wait just another short minute. If anyone's got any more questions, we may be able to get some answers. But shortly, Chase and possibly company will be playing the Super Cyclone Challenge. How are you feeling ahead of this? This is your Force 13 debut, as a matter of fact.
I'm kind of nervous, but hopefully I do well.
All right. Any expectation or aim target that you would like to get
My
to?
goal is at least 40 miles per hour.
40 miles per hour seems to be a popular choice for some of our groups so far. Anything else you'd like to tell us?
Well, I came prepared. I'm wearing my Force 13
Wow.
shirt. I have Force 13 mural in the background. already.
That's quite remarkable. You made a documentary about us recently, didn't you?
Yes.
Would you like to tell us about it?
It was a very serious, very like wide documentary. If anyone hasn't seen it, it's amazing. 8 minutes of quality content.
Wow. I guess we'll leave it there. I don't think we're going to be joined by any friends, which is very disappointing. But what it does mean for you, Chase, and we'll call time now, so they won't be able to join us. It is going to be a singles match, so that means whatever you win is all yours at the end of this today. So if I were you, make sure you don't get the questions wrong in the first round, because that'll be you screwed and you'll have nothing. But you can of course walk away at any time through the 24 questions. There they are. And the safe zones at 40 miles per hour, 75, 115, 150 and 180. Of course, we've also got the lifelines, the 50-50, the double dip, the half-time lifeline, the risk lifeline, and when you get the first 5 questions right before any help, you get the double dip. Are you familiar with the rules, or do you need a bit more explanation? Yep. He's already played this series.
No.
Sorry, I didn't catch your audio there as well because I turned you down, but you said that Joshua wants to join. No, he's already played this series.
Yeah.
Man! Right. Anything else you want to add before we begin?
No.
Okay, let me grab question number 1. Every time we start a new, I have to go through things and it's really slow and we're on the spot and all that. But don't panic. 20 seconds and it starts dead easy. At least I hope for you. So here we go with question number 1. What does TS stand for? Tropical Steam, Tropical Storm, Tropical Sea, or Tropical Sandwich?
I'm gonna have to go with Tropical Storm. Final answer.
That's the right answer. Well done. 20 miles per hour.
Let's go.
I somehow don't think that was difficult for you. Oh no, don't do that again. Why do I keep making these errors? I've done more bloopers than anyone tonight. Alright, the next question will get us to 30 miles per hour. Here we go. Cyclones and disturbances in the South Pacific are designated which JTWC suffix? Is it A, P, E, or W?
P. Final answer.
You said P, yeah? That is the correct answer for 30 miles per hour. Now, there's been some voting already that people have been doing. There was a poll. What category will Chase reach? And the majority of people said TS at 57%.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that makes you feel more determined that you're going to prove the viewers wrong, or whether, hey, it's a difficult game. Well, we'll see. Here's the next question for 35 miles per hour. Which agency designates strong western Pacific storms with the Super Typhoon classification? Is it the National Hurricane Center, Fiji Meteorological Service, Joint Typhoon Warning Center, or Force 13 Extra?
Joint Typhoon Warning Center. Final answer.
That is the right answer for 35 miles per hour. No difficulties so far. We're about to enter the 4th question and the last chance for you to leave with absolutely nothing, which would be extremely depressing, and I don't think has ever happened before. Oh, no, we're not correct yet. Has never happened before in normal play. Here is the 40 mile per hour question. The storm name Ignacio has been used 8 times in which basin? Is it the North Atlantic, South Pacific, North Indian, or Eastern Pacific?
Eastern Pacific. Final answer.
Alright, you had to think on that. Lifelines were available. You think it's right?
Yes.
It is 40 miles per hour. We have another tropical storm. Visible relief there, I saw that.
Yes.
Well done. So, we've got the tropical storm status. How do you think that went?
Pretty good.
Fantastic. And now you can maybe think about getting towards hurricane status. Next question will get us to 50 miles per hour. And here it is. In 2021, Cyclone Rayoni was designated in which unusual area? The Mediterranean Sea, the Black Sea, the South Atlantic, or Lake Victoria?
South Atlantic, final answer.
And to remind you, we've got 30 seconds on these questions. And if this is right, you'll have that fifth lifeline, the double dip. And I can tell you that you know already, it is the right answer for 50 miles per hour. Off we go. We are continuing. The storm is intensifying. Will it be a rampage tonight? I tell you what, if you do beat Ethan and Xavier, they'll be extremely angry, I imagine. But here comes the next question, which will get us to 60 miles per hour, and here it is. Hurricane Ginger of 1971 is best known for which characteristic? Damages, flooding, longevity, or furthest north?
Can you repeat the answers?
It's damages, it's flooding, it's longevity, length of time, or furthest north.
Can you repeat the answers one more time?
Damages, flooding, longevity, or furthest north. 5 seconds.
Lifeline.
Okay, I pressed the different button there. Alright, you've gone for a lifeline with less than a second remaining. Which lifeline would you like to choose out of the 5? Do you want me to explain them again?
Double dip?
The double dip. Are you sure? Because if
Yes.
you... Okay. Because if the answer you pick at first is wrong, you will have literally milliseconds to give me another answer, okay? So the options were... I'll have to get it back up on my screen because I've forgotten already. Hurricane Ginger of 1971 is best known for which characteristic? Damages, flooding, longevity, or furthest north? What's your first answer,
Longevity?
please? Final answer.
Yes. Oh wait, final answer out of the 2? Or
You've said final answer.
yeah.
With
Longevity, I'm choosing.
Do you think it's right?
No.
No. Chase, I can tell you that that is the right answer for... We're on 60 miles an hour. Blimey, things are getting a little bit dicey. But it is the right answer. Ginger was the second longest Atlantic storm recorded.
Wow.
Indeed, very long life. Category 2, I believe it was. And it's mulled around the Atlantic for 21 days. Next question gets us to 70 miles per hour, which is tantalizingly close to hurricane status. Good luck, Chase. Here it is. Which of these 2-letter storm names existed? Is it Do, D-O, Ed, E-D, Fa, F-A, or Po, P-O?
Can you repeat the answers?
Do, Ed, Fa, or Po?
I'm going to go with Po.
Final answer. What makes you think it's Po?
I don't know, it just sounds like a storm name.
Chase, for 70 miles an hour, you picked the wrong answer. Again, I'm afraid. The correct answer was actually Ed, which was used, I think, twice in the Western Pacific back in the 90s. Difficult question, I think, that. But you still go away with 40 miles per hour, which is not too bad and is what you were hoping for. And to be honest, you got to the 70 mile per hour question, which makes you realistically the second best performer so far. Although you didn't quite get there, you could have walked away. But Chase, thank you for playing. I don't know where your friend ended up, but I'm sure we'll see you again soon. Thank you.
See ya.
All right. So that was Chase's game, and that pretty much leaves us out of time, not least because we don't have anyone else lined up to play, even though we've got another 4 minutes to run. In the meantime, we might reopen submissions to join the Super Cyclone Challenge if we run out of people so quickly. And please be reliable. We give you time slots to play, and if you agree to it beforehand, we sort of do expect you to turn up. It is supposed to be a double series. But if you are interested, we'll consider you on a standby auxiliary list if you send us a message at contact@force13.com, or you can send me personally a message on Discord. My username is Foycaster, and then the hashtag 2022. And of course, you can join our Discord server, discord.gg/Force13. And you can also follow our social media channels for the latest tropical news, of which there hasn't been very much recently. Although some rumblings on the horizon that we might have some Western Pacific activity. But in the meantime, that's it from here at Force 13 HQ Studio 4 Super Cyclone Challenge. If you haven't heard the news, tomorrow night is Force 13 Sundays, and not only that, they're playing Guess the Storm. I'll be hosting once again at the usual time of 22 UTC, which is trying to work out the time zones now, 6 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time this Sunday. So if you fancy Guess the Storm, then that's what's coming up for you there. But from here at Force 13 HQ, it's good night from me, and I'll see you tomorrow. Good night.